Muted. Oh my God. Oh, okay. You know what? And I will edit the video, but I'm gonna kind of start all over again. There we go. So let me give it to you again because I'd love for company to join me. 508-891-061 is the Zoom meeting ID. But yeah, so all right, I'm going back to the beginning. I'll edit the video or put the Zoom one in. I love doing this stuff, and you just 10 different things to do. Um, anyway, change your eating, change your life. There's 3 reasons I want to get into your head about why this is a wealth strategy to embrace. And it is because your health is your greatest wealth. There's so many people who have lived their lives, amassed great wealth, and gotten to, the latter years, and they're sick. And they now need to spend all of their wealth to regain their health. Don't be that. Change your eating, change your life. And I'll ask, how's your health? Are you concerned? Have you been told this is a lot in life that you just go sit in a rocking chair and wait for your last day? I'm not accepting it for you or for me. Are you in chronic pain? Well, there is a solution, and we've talked about it. And I'm here now to help you to know that you can use food as your medicine and let that be your solution. That what we've done over decades has helped to create this current state of our health. It's about being consciously intentional with the vision of what you want for yourself. But you can change that state of being, adopting a whole plant lifestyle. And we've got a program, of course, the My Health, My Priority program, based on 4 pillars of a whole food, plant-based, healthy lifestyle. And it really does help you to get on the journey, to stay on the journey, because it's educational, it's experiential, and it is about you amassing your wealth with your health. It's so important to me. I mentioned, as I was previously muted, that in my 20 years, almost 20 years of being a health fitness professional, very little, if anything, was taught on food or was given as a requisite for you to know about food. And until recently, doctors had no nutritional education as part of their medical curriculum. They still don't. They have very little. One course in, 8 years, 12 years of school, and most doctors really only know how to prescribe pills as treatment. And there's a medical body that actually governs our using or being caused to use the standard American diet, which causes more deaths in the US than auto accidents and cancer combined. Now, that to me is a problem. Our healthcare system is really, it may have started out being a healthcare system, but it's really a sick care system. And what we're seeing now is that it is only being exacerbated by how pharma and the food industry is treating our food. The milk industry. Milk from cows is for baby cows. Milk from goats is for baby goats. Milk from rats is for baby rats. Why would we as humans be the only species to drink milk from a species that is not our own? I was asking somebody earlier today, how did that happen? Where did that come from? I know that it ended up being a matter of dollars and cents, but it does not make sense when you think about it. it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't, it's like Columbus discovering America didn't make sense, and gosh darn it, I know why. 'Cause it doesn't make sense. Um, and the historical accounts were shifted, and same thing for our food. We have over the decades been indoctrinated into believing that the foods, fast foods and other foods that are unhealthy for us, in fact, are healthy. And I do want to say that there are some hopeful signs that the medical establishment may be starting to understand healthy eating, and things may be changing. And I am also hopeful that as millennials are emerging into the workforce, into the medical industry, and into other spaces, that because that generation has seen parents and grandparents go through some of these illnesses that we've described, that they will be some of those who are helping create more change. And it's evident because even Dr. Kim Williams, who, oh, that's why I'm not sharing my screen. Lynn. Okay, here we go. Dr. Kim Williams, who is was the president of the American College of Cardiology, decided to go plant-based a few years ago. And he tested out several diets and decided that plant-based diet was best, and he dropped some weight, he got his numbers back, he did so much great stuff for himself. And I love this quote, and that made me sit up and think for a second too. I don't mind dying so much, but I don't want it to be my fault. How many of us are thinking that? I don't mind dying so much, we're all gonna do it, but I don't want it to be my fault. And that's what we're doing if we're continuing to eat the foods that our body is trying to tell us is not good for us. So now, yes, reason number 3 is change based on the scientific evidence is sustainable. These 7 doctors, who we call the original heroes of the whole food plant-based movement, are the 7 doctors who really played some of the largest out front and center space. They've been out there. They've been working for decades. You can see from all the gray hair that they have been working for decades to create some of this scientific research and writing the papers. Dr. Neil Barnard, Dr. Esselstyn, these are just some of the books. A lot of the doctors that we have interviewed and brought into the challenge have stated that their first indication and education around a whole food plant-based diet and lifestyle came from reading the China study. So I challenge you, if you're going to a doctor that doesn't know anything much about a plant-based diet other than, hearing it out in the ethers and seeing the KFC and Burger King commercials, put the China study in front of them. Make a recommendation that they read the China study. And there are so many other resources now that are available as well. But for doctors, it's not going to be something that's front and center for them because, quite honestly, the medical industry doesn't want them to see it yet. Until they can figure out how to turn the wheel and utilize the food as medicine as a money maker that is as big as pharma, it's gonna be like shifting the Titanic. Now, will it shift? Yes, and we're gonna make sure that it's not close to an iceberg so that it blows up and does nothing. And that's another reason why you and I are so important in this movement. These guys have been around, they've done their part, they're still doing more. It's time for us to step in and help move the needle as well. This is, there's some huge truth in this with Dr. Colin Campbell, the author of the China Study. He's a prominent figure in the movie Forks Over Knives. You can check it out on Netflix. There's so many others. What the Health is another. And what will changing things cost? Well, yes, it's going to cost us time. Watch the movies, read the books, educate yourself. Be a part of this program that we're talking about so that you can learn more. It's going to take money. Changing the sad situation into an empowering decision means that we have to spend our money differently. Buy whole plant foods. One of the reasons we're sharing recipes is so that you can buy more consciously. And I know that, you know, I have the same issue, this time thing. I don't have time to prep and stuff. And I figured out if I get stuff and I can do a little bit of prep, you know, cut up a couple cucumbers and put them in a container, put them in the fridge. I can throw some cucumbers on a salad and have that for 2, 3, 4, 5 days. There is a solution, and it is going to require us to do some things. This quote right here is so important. I love this quote, mainly because it's truth. What's sad is the standard American doctor witnessing the standard American diet, bringing the standard American death. And this question, what are you eating? Let's get ourselves in check. So how do we change things? Education. Watch the movies, the interviews, check out the emails. If you haven't subscribed to the Just One Thing for Health challenge emails, do. I think you'll love them. I learned an awful lot from them. One of our doctors was Dr. Brooke Goldner. Goodbye lupus. She cured herself from lupus. Challenge your doctor for answers. Participate in a program that you know is going to help you to get educated. And then, why is this important? Well, your health is important. And if you've ever found that changing habits and lifestyle is daunting without support, you don't have to do it alone. Don't do it alone. And yes, the My Health, My Priority program is a program that's small group. It allows you the opportunity to share what you've learned from each week's lessons in the program. And with that, you have the support of the small group that is where you share with like-minded people. And you can experiment on new recipes and then, you know, tell your group, this was a great recipe. Share the recipe with your group. Take a cooking class. Get your family and friends involved. Get out in nature. Oh my gosh. Make it fun. Make it exciting, because it can be. And 3, get empowered. Learn. Share with others in your group, share with your family and friends, and don't regurgitate all over them, but share. And when people start seeing you feeling better, seeing you losing weight, seeing you having a better outlook on life, they're going to want to know what you're doing. Track your progress and bring those successes to your group and share, and get your group to support you even more. That's what the group is about. And enjoy the journey. You know, it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be, you know, something that you push into it. Let it be something that flows, and you'll stay on your path to wellness a little more easily, a little more lightly. And, you know, we do these things, eat this, not that, and other things. like this, ditch the dairy, because you know the dairy can get us. And I won't go into all of this, but there are doctors who are advocating ditch the dairy. They spent in 2018, during the time of the PCRM conference, all over Washington, D.C., they had banners and billboards. They bought advertising on the sides of buses that actually said, ditch the dairy. And it's making a difference. People are becoming more aware. So how can we help you? In the My Health, My Priority program, you're going to find challenges like Dr. Bandana challenges you to eat more fiber. She interviewed with us Dr. Neil Barnard. That was a really awesome interview. And he said, change your eating, change your life. And one of the things that will come of it is you will become more of an advocate for this healthy lifestyle because of what it has done for you. Dr. Esselstyn talks about what meat, oil, and dairy do to your heart. And this is so poignant. Some people think the plant-based whole food diet is extreme. 500,000 people a year will have their chests cracked open and a vein taken from their leg and sewn onto their coronary artery. People call that extreme. I call that extreme. Would you call that extreme? I think so. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the program before I wrap things up here. And I want you to know that you'll be learning from these esteemed doctors who want you to live your best and healthiest life, where you identify the reasons to change your eating habits and lifestyle and commit to changing one habit at a time. If you got a chance to watch the interview, the Q&A with Marjorie Leon, our Tiny Habits coach, she was talking about how you really want to break things down into tiny increments, tiny things to do. I love one of the things she said is when you know that there's something that you're going to do, create a habit that gets connected to it. And she mentioned going to the bathroom. When you finish up, do 2 squats. And by the end of the day, you'll have, 10, 15, 20 squats in. Do 4 squats. She talked about she's got a dog, feeding the dog twice a day. Fill your water bottle. And while the dog's eating, fill your water bottle. While you're walking the dog or letting the dog out, because you've got it full, now you can drink it. And just doing tiny things like that. And the program is designed to give you subject matter to really focus on for those habits, and looking at the disempowering habit and saying, okay, that's over there, no more. And then the empowering habit, and maybe the disempowering habit was stopping for fast food 5 times a week. And the empowering habit is you're going to take that down to 2 times a week. And the other 3 times during the week, you're going to have something prepared for those 3 times and something that you'll be wanting to eat. And that's fast, but that you hadn't been doing before. So now you can really get the benefit of it. And you have a mastermind team. So your small group is your team. You get a chance, everyone gets a chance to sit on the seat of empowerment and really talk about, what did this change do for you? Did it trigger something? Did it make you more aware of something that you hadn't been aware of before? That's the beauty of small group. And these doctors that are a part of the program are from all medical disciplines, from all over the world, from family doctors, cardiovascular surgeons, emergency room doctors, radiologists, dentists, ophthalmologists. And we've had certified nutritional coaches and emergency room, I mentioned that. But just a breadth of and wealth of knowledge and experience. and they are teaching their patients how to use a whole food plant-based diet and change their lives. And I want you to think about your life. What would your life look like if you weren't ill? Well, that's what we want to help you get to. And the My Health, My Priority program, the 4 pillars of a whole food plant-based healthy lifestyle, that's what we do. And it was designed to take you full circle in a healthy frame, from mindfulness and intention and commitment to the life that you want to have, using the foods, understanding the foods, knowing what whole food and plant foods are, how to be raw, how to cook them, using no salt, oil, or sugar. We call that no SOS. It's really looking at the full spectrum of the whole you, including self-care. You know, one of the biggest things that creates disease in our bodies is stress. How do you manage stress? Exercise, family, and involving the family in this to make it a project. And we really do get into the cooking, the meal prep, the lifestyle piece of it. And that's what we take you through in the 12 weeks to help you to be on this journey that's a journey of a lifetime, and not just now, but for the rest of your lifetime, making you a candidate for your healthiest, best life. And so the question becomes, are you ready? This is the web link, and we've got something really exciting right now, because at the end of the year, everybody was asking, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? And I'm looking here now. The program actually has an affordable participant cost. And right now, we have also got a New Year's special going on. So the program cost is really $9.97. We've been marketing it for 2019, for the last half of 2019, at $4.97, and New Year's special is 50% off of the $4.97, and now through January 5th, because we have several groups that are geared to start in 2020 in January, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So use this link, go here. I'm going to put it in, well, it's on the video, but I'm going to type it in the comments. And you can go here, find out where the virtual programs are being done, find out where the in-person groups are being done, and select the one that works best for you. And I would suggest looking at the day and time. We've also been contemplating doing one during the day, because there's some people who work evenings or otherwise are available during the day. And so we're going to add to the list a program that is going to have a daytime hour, if that might be better for you. But our goal right now is to make sure that everybody that has considered being a part of the program, everybody that thought about it and just didn't make a move, now's your chance. You've got another week or so to enroll, and we'll be posting on social media, doing some off-the-cuff Facebook Lives, and whatever else we can do to make sure that you've got all of your questions answered, and anything else that you might need in order to be a part of it. And if you're interested in picking up a couple of recipes that we've got on the website, go to hippocratesdocs.com. You'll find them and more. Tool around and join us, because our mission is to actually reach 400 people in the first half of 2020. And we have the facilitators who are, it's their passion and purpose to deliver this material, because they recognize that we are in this space where people are looking to learn this information. If it's not for you, but you think someone else might be interested, let us know. And we look forward to you being there with us. All right. Any questions? Hit me up in the on the Facebook page. And thank you. I will see you later. And have a happy new year. From our home to yours, from Hippocrates Docs to you, I wish you a wonderful, happy new year, new decade, and God bless. Bye for now. Wait, my Facebook Live just disappeared. That's crazy. Oh, there she is.